Hey, good
morning.
Morning. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Great. Thursday is the start of the weekend for some of us, and we are already in the mood.
Right, yes.
Must be nice. Yeah. To have a whole lot of work. So not the start of the weekend for me, but I could be happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Yes. How's your morning?
Great.
Good. My voice is coming back. You can hear me.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Good. That's nice.
My voice is coming back. I'm glad.
Yep.
Right. So we are going to the opinion poll, right? And we're going to be having a very wonderful topic that I can't wait to hear your opinions.
I don't think I have so much words to say today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, let's find out.
Okay. All right, stay tuned. Yes, so we're back with the opinion poll section, and as usual, we get to dive into different topics, give our opinions, as well as hearing other people's opinions. So today's topic was inspired from the one and only Keke Palmer, who voiced out her feelings about certain things that happen to women or other people, but the fact that when you decide to give your answer to something, sometimes it's not taken seriously, or people want to change it depending on how they feel about themselves. So Keke Palmer took to Instagram and shared an incident that happened to her. So she went on to post, she was like, no means no, even when it doesn't pertain to sex. I was at the bar the other day and this girl asked me 3 times for a picture, and I told her 3 times nicely that I did not want to take one with her. She still proceeded to film me against my will. If I went off on her, I would have been wrong. So I just nervously laughed while my privacy was invaded upon. And then she went on to put in the comment section, she was like, clearly I'm still upset about it because I hated that I smiled, but that is my defense mechanism to laugh or joke in an uncomfortable situation, and it misleads people every time. Literally, I could be wanting to scream, and on the outside, I'm still performing. The fact that I tell people no at all is a therapeutic progress for my IBDS. So creating boundaries can sometimes be so difficult, but when you people please or always try to avoid conflict, you let yourself down every time. Good luck to all those who also struggle with this form time to time. If you ever want a picture with me and I say no, let's just let that rock. So that was basically what she was talking about. So she encountered that incident. Someone was trying to take a picture with her, and then sometimes you just don't feel good. Sometimes you don't look nice, and you're like, not really. Let's not take it right now. And then someone keeps on insisting, and then they make you feel guilty. They make you feel like you're being disrespectful, or or you're being very bossy, and then you end up doing something that you didn't intentionally want. And that not only happens for that incident, but so many different incidents. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. So our topic is that. Is it right to keep on insisting even when the first answer was no? Or is it right to keep insisting, hoping that the answer will change the next time you ask that same question? Yes, so what do you guys think?
Okay, I go first. Okay, I think the pressure that is put on superstars or icons or people that other people look up to is really too much. They expect those icons or those famous people to be all in the mood, and at the end of the day we forget they are also people like us. First of all, they have tests. Harukunu, somebody can come up to you and be like, can we take a picture? Maybe you don't even like them or the way that they showed up, you're not interested, because they are humans. So I think Keke had her own rights, and saying no is actually part of life. If she didn't want, then she had her own reasons. So I think the pressure that is put on superstars, if they reject you, you think you think that you have what you think in your head, but can we give them room to say whatever they feel? At the end of the day, they're also people, and if they reject us, she says, if they say no, please take no for that time, because maybe she's going through something, and don't think like she's high there and she's trying to portray or show off because she doesn't want to get a picture with you. So I think that is in the perspective of superstars or icons or people who are famous. Ikindi, relationship wise, if somebody says no, people, especially men, tend to not pressure, but to keep on telling you all over and over again, hoping that your answer will change, or they will show you how consistent they can be with their feelings and all that. So I think relationship wise, I guess it works, because at the end of the day, sometimes when a person shows you how much they need you, you say no today, they get to give a break, they come the next time, and I think it works when it comes to relationship wise. Sometimes we should respect people's answers just like that.
I think it's really right what you just said. So you can also tell us your opinion.
Yes, so my opinion is this. When it comes to that incident that happened to Keke Palmer, in that whole genre or that category, that bracket, in terms of celebrities or public figures or anyone who is an inspiration to someone, like you said, sometimes what they see on the screens or what they see on social media is not necessarily what is depicted in their actual real life. So sometimes you can see someone on your screens and they're an inspiration to you, and we love that people are that to you, and they might be really happy, they might be very optimistic, but sometimes deep down they might be going through something. And so if you just bump into someone on their own time, this is not time of the screens, it's not at their job, exactly, it's their own personal time. So if you walk up to them and you ask them for a picture, you ask them for, I don't know, like an autograph that's outside or anything, and they say no, I'm pretty sure they're not mean, or it's not like they wouldn't have a proper reason to why they would reject you. That means they're not okay personally, or they're not feeling great, or they don't even look good, or there's not makeup on their faces. So and they say no. Please respect them, because sometimes you put someone in a situation where they give you an answer that they didn't really mean, and it can cause something else, which is not really right. So that's respecting those boundaries, because I'm pretty sure someone does not feel like that every time. Yeah. So if you just catch them at a bad day, that's just, you have to respect that. And then those, like you said, in terms of like relationships, in terms of like asking someone out, basically. Well, there's a video that we'll get to listen to. We'll also give our opinions on that. But for now, let me just say, sometimes we insist on something and we forget that insisting might make someone give you an answer that they didn't intend to give you the first time, which causes a lot of chaos. That's that. And then the only time I feel like you should not give up when someone says no is in the professional world. If you're looking for like a job, if you're looking for like a job opportunity, if you're looking for something that can be able to build you up professionally or better in society, and someone says no the first time, look for another way in which you can be able to convince them. Don't give up. Find another way in which you can be able to change their answer into a yes. That's the only time I agree that insisting can get a better result, and which is not going to make someone either feel uncomfortable or feel pressure to give you an answer that they didn't really intend to give. Yeah,
that's really great. For me, I feel like if someone gives you no as an answer, one, I want to believe that probably person is trying to create a boundary, like, because we even though we can be close, we can be really good friends, we can hang around, we can eat together, but then there is boundaries, and those boundaries need to be respected. Those boundaries, you need to go by them, because I have my own life, but I also have my own principles that I go by and values. But so people kind of think, like for example, Shorakwando Munu, who talks a lot, like talking a lot is very interactive with people. I'm an extrovert. You being an extrovert, people think you can't say no. You get? People think you can't say no. People think that they can always take advantage of you. You can't say no. That one can't say no. We'll just take advantage of her. Or that one, if I ask her to do this, she will do it.
Even not only people of extroverts, but people who are really nice.
Yes. Because some people can be introverts, and then they have very pure hearts. And then ukamsanga ikintu urabisika atari bucyange. Kandi nawe maybe
not like necessarily, even sometimes you know that they will not say no, but you know it might not be what they want.
So I feel like already we know that we need to have boundaries. We overdo it.
Exactly.
We overdo it, we over underestimate people, we over take advantage of people, because we know they'll always, there are people who used to be nice that are no longer nice. There's some people that are because no, it's not you, it's actually me. I'm speaking from my own experience. There is a way you be nice, and then people take advantage of you,
You get
and they're always like, They call you, please do my makeup today, because they know you're good at doing makeup, yeah? Or they tell you, please go to town, do this for me, pick up for me this, because they know you're nice, and because they know they will not get a no for an answer. So when you see things taking that path, you also take a path of standing for yourself, learning to say no, because you need to build boundaries. Iyo udashizeho boundaries, abantu barakumenyera, baragusuzugura, and they really take so much of your time doing a lot of nothing. Kandi wowe, when you need them, they don't show up.
Yeah.
Because for them, they feel like, no, we should be using you, not you using us. So for me, I love this topic because I need people out here to know that you have the right to say no. You have the right to stand up for yourself and say no. You don't have to do things because you get. Then you're scared to say no. But you have every right to stand up for yourself, put boundaries for yourself, put limits. There are things you can't just do because you're a nice person. No, you need to have limits and boundaries for yourself.
Exactly.
You need to know that okay is an answer, but no is also an answer. You know, because there's a time when you can say yes, yes, yes all the time. Ogasanga, you're draining yourself. You're draining your personality, you're draining your character, but then because you're scared of saying no, because you feel like no is a rude answer. We have grown up thinking that no is a rude answer. But growing up to saying yes all the time made us think that no can be a very rude answer, because true, if you say no, like they take it like disrespect, you get. But saying no is an answer that either helps you with your character not to be used by people, but rather people to have their limits and fear you. Uzarebe abantu batajya bavuga no cyane to people. Yes. You see, people fear them. Why do people fear them? Because that is our boundary. You can't just use me just like that. Or you can't just ask me for, anything just like that. So I feel like no is an answer. And it's genuine. We should not think that it's not genuine. We should not think that yes is the only genuine answer. No is also a genuine answer because I'm not comfortable at the moment to do what you want me to do or to say what you want me to say.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you talked about, friendship-wise. Friendship-wise, let's just be honest. Harukunu, if you manage to stand up for yourself, nukuri congratulations. But sometimes it is so hard for people to stand up for themselves.
Personally, I get that.
And even so, very many people, like we have so many examples. If you're a friend of, like maybe if you're a friend of Tina and you recognize it's so hard for her to say no, at least, if you're friends, you know. So if you know, stop taking advantage of those people who cannot even stand up for themselves. I mean, it's high time for you to think about it.
Like from the point you're saying, friendship. When we're friends, like now let's say we are very close friends, then I find it hard, you tell me, Tracy, please help me with this, I'm like, no. Who's like, you're like, hey, you've changed, you're not my friend anymore. No, it's just like, as friends, I hope not to go back to understanding, and you need to know my weakness, you need to know my strength. Exactly. So I hope in friendships, how we go. My relationship of girlfriend and boyfriend is not very hard because the love is on another level. I think of friendships, they tend to feel like, hey, you just told me no. Like, how
they
dare
feel
you?
entitled.
Exactly.
We should not be, selfish, that selfish, because it's quite need you to help you out with something. They do it, they're doing it in an uncomfortable way. You realize and you see it. So, if you do it, you see it, the next time don't do it again because you know how this person is feeling as an end result of what you're asking for. So I think you should, think about yourself, but don't be too selfish. Think about other people as well.
And what I wonder is that if you can seriously tell that someone is doing something when they're very uncomfortable, why do you choose to ignore that and keep on asking for the same thing in return? Anyway, so I found this video. This is from a show from the Oprah Winfrey Network. So this is, I forgot her name. Who's Khalifa's ex?
I don't know.
I forgot her name.
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose, yes. So Amber Rose, together with Tyrese and some other guys. So they were talking about some topic. It has a few intense words, but you'll get the gist as the video is getting to the end. Let's take a look at it. We'll be right back.
Like if you see a basketball player and he's known as a basketball player, when you see him, you'll be like, yo, let's go play ball.
That's not the same thing, Tyrese. Y'all know that.
I'm just saying the comfortability that some people fine and wanting to touch or grope you or feel like, yo, let me tell you
something.
Just like, it's the energy that's being sent out there that creates that type of response.
No, it doesn't, because I'm going to tell you why. If I'm laying down with a man butt naked and his condom is on, and I say, you know what, no, I don't want to do this, I changed my mind.
Okay.
That means no.
Right.
That means no, that's it. It doesn't matter how far I take it or what I have on.
No, I wasn't saying,
no, it means no.
I wasn't saying, I've heard a quote like, you know, dress how you want to be addressed. And it's just has some validity to that.
Oh, boo.
Okay.
No, that's not realistic. Stop it.
Okay.
If I want to wear a short skirt or a tank top and I'm at the club and I'm having fun with my friends and I feel sexy, I'm not DTF. I'm not even looking at you. I don't even want to have sex with you. I didn't come here to have sex. I didn't come here to hook up with nobody. I came out here with my girls and I just feel pretty.
Okay.
I'm not asking for nothing.
Okay.
And I'm not mad at y'all because that's how society raised all of us. I'm a former slut shamer. I've called women hoes a million times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
and
it.
now I'm not. I'm a former slut shamer and I have a slut walk. So like I said, society teaches us to be that way. You see a woman that's like dressed provocative and you're just like, she's loose.
Hi, YouTubers. I'm excited to give you an update about our own YouTube channel. Now you can find new videos every day. They're the kind of videos.
Yes, so that was one of the shows that happens on the Oprah Winfrey Network. So there's so many things I don't agree with. Not a lot, but that other guy, I don't even know his name. So
Me, I agree with him.
I don't. Go dress the way you want to be
addressed. Hell yeah. So let me tell you, if you want to look good and you feel like a crop top, booty shorts is what you feel nice in for your own self, not out there trying to
You're not giving a
someone.
message.
For what occasion?
For what
Like she
occasion?
said, for the club. Or going out with your friends.
No, dress the. We need to have this topic.
Dress
the way you want to.
We should have the topic.
Let me tell you, we're
It's
having
okay, I
that
know.
topic.
I know that
It's okay, but
we're not mixing a massacre and
It's okay, it's okay. Me, I want to talk about this element in what he was trying to say. So he was saying that, and then Amber Rose was like, if I want to wear a crop top or a skirt, and I want to go to the club, and I'm going with my friends, and some guy thinks I'm dressing like that for him, or he sees me and wants to address me, and I'm like, no. Why does he feel like he's entitled to the way I'm dressing? Why does he have to feel like I dressed like this for him? I dressed like this because I wanted to feel good, I wanted to feel sexy, and I felt like this is when I'm going to the club. Of course, you're not going to dress in a booty short or a short skirt and go to the office. That's not what we're trying to say. But an occasion is the one that sets the mood for what you wear. So if she's decided to wear that, it does not mean she's DTF. So men shouldn't feel entitled, and that is why when a man approaches you and you're dressed the way you want, you're dressed, and he feels like you're dressed like that for him, and you say no, he feels offended. He feels like, then why are you dressing like that? We didn't dress like that for you. I personally wouldn't have been dressed like that for you because I feel like I'm dressed for the occasion, a night out having fun. So I'm sure you don't agree with that, but
I'm not going to say anything.
But let me talk to let me talk about what she said about when people. This is what she said that I'm not going to say it's like straight, but this time you find yourself trying to go to the next level with this person. You started it because you felt like it was right. I think it reaches a point and you're off. Like you don't want it to go anymore.
Experience is the best teacher.
Look at you.
What?
I'm just saying.
It is what it is. I'm just being honest because this thing happened. So I think if in that moment you say no, there's something that happened that makes you, like that made you feel like that made you feel like you want to reject this person at this level that you're at. So because you started it doesn't mean that you want to end or finish it. So I know they should be respectful enough. If a person says no at some point, they have their own reasons. Now you will not be like, but you started it, but you did whatever. So I think people should be respectful enough. If she says no, it's just a no because she feels like.
Okay, let's ask the opinions of people.
Yes, so let's have the opinions from our viewers. So this is on our Instagram page. So we asked the question, is it right to keep insisting, hoping that the answer will change? And this is Injeri 97 wanted to say, if no came from your low efforts invested, try to change and insist for one more chance, otherwise don't. So I'm guessing that's in like the professional world. And then Fabi Morgan says, sometimes people insist through what they do and change the answer from no to yes. And then PM Owasi says, I believe what is meant to be will always find its way. So no, it's not right. And then Giscle 7 says, according to some circumstances, the answer might change, but it's not always okay to insist. And then Isimbi Diana says, sometimes it's necessary, like when you need something very bad. And then M. Princess Dorcas says, big time. After no, there is maybe other facts to change the answer. So she agrees with insisting. And then Alice 5 says, no, because what's meant to be will be. And yes, so that's basically our comments from people. People are leaning in different directions. But yes, thank you so much for commenting and giving us your opinion.
Definitely. So that was it for the
Can
opinion
I say
poll.
one last thing?
Yes.
Let me just say it. Can I?
Please.
Anyway, so one last message that, you know, I think we should tell people out there is be firm with your no's. Because some people actually say this no that is just, you know, there, that can make somebody think that, you know, maybe if I try one more time, they will say yes or whatever. So just be firm. If you do not want it, be straight and say it straightforward. That's when people will take you even seriously, as you mentioned. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So that's it for the opinion poll. Catch us again next week for more opinions and more topics and more conversations between the three of us. But until now, we still have a lot more in store. This is still the Morning Cafe.